Hey, what's up guys? This is 911 Marty and I'm coming at you with another tutorial. Now, the other day we started off with a beat and I did dabble with some of the plugins that I use. But today we're going to take a closer look at one of the plugins that I'm always using, the SSL channel strip by Waves, all right? Now, this is emulating the SSL console. The sound you get when you plug in to the console and come out of it. So this is designed to emulate that sound of SSL. Now, you know, it may not be 100% like the original, but it's a good sound nonetheless, and you know, it's a good sound in its own right. So let's check out what we got here. All right, this is our dynamic section. All right, so you will find yourself using this section a lot if you're using this on lead vocals, you know, your instruments, drums, whatever. All right, so this is actually our lead right here, soloed. All right, let's check it out. It sounds all right, but I think it's need to get a little bit more gain reduction out there. I want to lower the threshold. This is your ratio knob. Now we got it set to a light ratio. You know, you don't really don't have to turn this up too much. You don't want to squeeze your sound. You want it to breathe. All right, but let's see if we can get this sound a little better using the EQ section. All right, this is a shelving EQ. It's gonna act as a high pass or a low pass filter right here. This is your high filter, the high filter, high mids, low mids, the low filter, you know. So let's check it out. Now, I like the way it sounded when I took it out at, what is this, about 570, 600 hertz, around there. And it's smart to do that because you want room in those mids to let stuff like the vocals get through. So we're gonna take away, you know, about 7 dB. Let's do that, you know. And the Q is gonna be not too narrow, but more narrow than wide. You know, because we don't want to take away any of the surrounding frequencies. All right. Now, as engineers, I hope you guys are all familiar with this Q knob. For you producers, well, this might be a little confusing for you. But if you know what an EQ is, well, you know what it's doing. It's taking away certain frequencies or adding certain frequencies. All right. Now, 90% of the time, you're taking away. A good engineer is usually taking away, cutting frequencies, not adding. Unless you're going for that sound, but like I said, 90% of the time. Now, I don't need a lot of that low-end information from this sound, so I'm going to take away some of those low frequencies using the shelving EQ here, and this is going to let my 808 have more room to get through and really cut through the mix. Another thing I'm noticing, it's too MIDI. It's too MIDI, around, you know, 1.5. I think around here, if I take away some, it'll sound good. But this one I want it to be more narrow. Around, you know, let's see how this sounds right here. All right, so if you don't know what I'm doing, I'm sweeping through the frequencies here, and this is a good way to see what frequencies need to be taken out. Now I said 1.5, but it was around, you know, 1. I find myself cutting around this area often with a lot of sounds, but again, I don't want to cut away too much. I think 6 dB might be around. Let's try 6.9. So that's good. So you know, we took off some of the high end too using the the low pass here. Let's see how that sounds. Nah, I kind of like it. Leaving it like that. I don't want to touch that. It gives it an airiness. And sorry about that. It gives it an airiness, you know. So that's something you want to look out for. You don't always want to take that away from from an element of your song. All right. So it's sounding pretty good. This is only one plugin, so we got it sounding pretty good with this plugin. You know, obviously we're gonna do a lot more to it. You know, reverb, what have you. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. That's all we can do for this one. This is your trim knob. If a signal is coming in too hot or it's too low, you can raise it up by here. You know, this is the input section of the channel strip, and this is the phase flip button. All right. So sometimes when you have more than one mic recording a single source, you might have to use this. You know, because you might get phasing issues. All right. This analog switch right here. You want to have this off most of the time. Otherwise, it's going to add a sound, a hissing sound, sort of like giving that analog tape feel. And I don't really want it. And since I have a lot of channel strips most of the time, it's going to end up adding a lot of noise that I don't want. At the end of the mix, when you have everything playing, you're going to hear the hissing sound. So, but yeah, that's enough from me today. Hope you guys understood. Hope my tutorial skills are getting a little better. But yeah, subscribe to my channel, and I will be back soon. Thank you.